Have you ever heard the phrase, "It's normal for your eyesight to get worse as you age"? But what if that familiar saying isn't entirely true? Picture this. You're sitting in your favorite armchair, reading a bedtime story to your grandchild. Suddenly, the words on the page blur, forcing you to squint, stumble, and pause. The child looks up, waiting for you to continue, but you can't quite make out the letters anymore. In that moment, it feels as if a simple joy in life is slipping away. Eye doctors have seen countless older adults in exactly this situation. These are careful people living healthy lives, eating vegetables, avoiding smoking, taking their medications on time. Yet every year, their glasses get thicker, their prescription numbers keep climbing. Many believe fading eyesight is simply fate, unavoidable. But is that really the case? Or are there silent culprits at work that no one talks about? The truth is, aging alone isn't the only reason vision declines. Chronic inflammation, high blood sugar, elevated blood pressure, poor posture, even nighttime hormonal shifts can quietly damage the eyes. Certain medications, foods that seem healthy, or simply too many hours in front of screens can make things worse. The eyes are not isolated. They're deeply connected to the brain, circulation, and overall health. Here's the good news. With the right nutrition, a few simple habits, and gentle daily exercises, you can protect your eyes, preserve clear vision, and even slow or sometimes reverse the decline. In the next section, we'll explore familiar, everyday foods that may be far more powerful than you ever realized, quiet allies that can help keep your eyesight strong for years to come. When people talk about food for the eyes, two powerful nutrients often get overlooked: lutein and zeaxanthin. These natural yellow pigments are found in egg yolks, dark leafy greens like spinach and kale, and in brightly colored bell peppers. What makes them remarkable is that they're not just vitamins for the eyes. They act as a built-in shield for the retina, the very part of the eye that controls sharp, clear vision. Think of the retina as an ultra-thin LCD screen. Every single day, it takes in millions of light rays and converts them into the images you see. If that screen is damaged by harmful blue light from phones and computers, or by free radicals generated through aging, the picture becomes blurry. Lutein and zeaxanthin functions like natural filters, blocking harmful rays and neutralizing free radicals to keep your retinal screen crisp and strong. Older adults who don't get enough of these nutrients often notice poorer night vision, more difficulty reading under lamplight, or colors that no longer look as vivid. Over time, a serious deficiency can raise the risk of age-related macular degeneration, AMD, one of the leading causes of blindness in seniors. The good news? You don't need exotic supplements. A single golden egg yolk provides lutein and zeaxanthin in their most absorbable form. A salad of leafy greens with a few slices of red or yellow bell peppers not only brightens your plate, but also nourishes your eyes. Adding just a little each day, whether with meals or snacks, helps maintain the protective levels your retina needs. Of course, balance is key. People with gallbladder disease, liver problems, or those limiting cholesterol should check with their doctor before eating too many yolks. But for most older adults, one egg a day plus a handful of greens is both safe and highly beneficial. The takeaway: every time you add leafy greens, eggs, or peppers to your meals, you're layering another piece of armor onto your eyes, helping them withstand both the test of time and the strain of modern light. Among all the nutrients essential for vision, omega-3s are like the lubricating oil that keeps the visual machine running smoothly. If lutein and zeaxanthin are the filters of light, then omega-3s, especially DHA, are the very building blocks of the retina. Hard to believe, but nearly 50 to 60% of the retina is made of DHA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid. Without DHA, it's like a screen missing its pixels. The images you see become blurred and less sharp. For many older adults, dry eyes or tired eyes after reading or watching TV are early warning signs of omega-3 deficiency. Omega-3s don't just nourish the retina. They also help the tear glands produce enough moisture to keep the eyes comfortable. Long-term deficiency is linked to chronic inflammation in the eye, raising the risk of macular degeneration and even cataracts. The good news is that replenishing omega-3s is simple. Just a few servings of fatty fish each week can close the gap. Salmon, sardines, and mackerel, especially wild-caught varieties, are rich in both EPA and DHA. These not only protect your eyes, but also support heart health and reduce inflammation throughout the body. For seniors, 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish per week is ideal. For those who don't enjoy fish, fish oil or cod liver oil can be alternatives, but it's best to consult a doctor if you're on blood thinners or have liver conditions. The perfect time to eat fish? During your main meal, paired with leafy greens, which help your body absorb these healthy fats more effectively. Bottom line, every time you add a piece of grilled salmon or a few sardines to your plate, you're not just nourishing your heart, you're rebuilding the very cells of your retina, keeping your eyes clear and resilient for years to come. If your eyes are a lamp, then vitamin A is the oil that keeps its flame burning bright. This timeless nutrient remains as crucial as ever. From the retina, which receives light, to the cornea, the clear window at the front of the eye, vitamin A plays a vital role in keeping vision sharp and healthy. Signs of deficiency are often easy to spot in older adults: dry eyes, gritty discomfort, glare sensitivity at night, or struggling to adapt when moving from bright outdoors to a dim room. These are all signals that the lamp oil inside your eyes is running low. Left unchecked, severe vitamin A deficiency can lead to corneal damage and even irreversible blindness. Thankfully, topping up vitamin A doesn't require anything exotic. Beef liver and cod liver oil are among the richest natural sources. Just a small amount is enough to nourish both cornea and retina. For those who don't enjoy liver, vibrant orange and green vegetables like carrots, pumpkin, and sweet potatoes are excellent choices. Once eaten, their beta-carotene is converted into vitamin A as needed. For seniors, a small serving of beef liver once a week, or a spoonful of cod liver oil a few times weekly, along with daily helpings of colorful vegetables, is usually sufficient. But more is not always better. Vitamin A can build up in the liver. That's why those with liver conditions or on certain medications should consult a doctor before taking supplements. The takeaway: each time you enjoy a bowl of pumpkin soup or a serving of liver, you're adding oil to your inner lamp, keeping your eyes bright, clear, and able to take in every smile and every word on the page. Color isn't just for beauty. Deep blue and purple fruits like blueberries, black currants, and purple grapes contain a powerful compound called anthocyanins. These are the silent warriors that help your eyes fight back against the wear and tear of time and light exposure. Think of the tiny blood vessels in your retina as fragile garden pathways. Just one small crack can interrupt the steady flow of blood that keeps the retina nourished. Anthocyanins act like skilled builders, strengthening and reinforcing those delicate walls. Even more remarkable, they enhance night vision, so much so that World War II pilots were once advised to eat black currant jam before nighttime missions. Older adults low in anthocyanins often struggle with driving or walking at night. They may feel eye strain and heaviness after reading under a lamp. Ignoring these signs can lead to weakened retinal capillaries, raising the risk of macular degeneration and night blindness, dangerous because it increases the chance of falls. The good news: anthocyanins are easy to add to your diet. A handful of fresh blueberries at breakfast, a few purple grapes for an afternoon snack, or a warm cup of black currant tea all help. Seniors can aim for 1/2 to 1 cup of berries daily. Frozen or dried versions still retain most of their benefits if fresh isn't available. For people with diabetes, it's best to avoid sugary dried fruit or bottled juices. Instead, choose fresh, less sweet berries and pair them with yogurt or nuts to prevent blood sugar spikes. The takeaway: every time you add a handful of blue or purple berries to your plate, you're not just adding color, you're reinforcing the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, keeping night vision sharp, safe, and steady. If vitamin A is the oil that keeps the lamp of vision burning, then zinc is the spark that lights it. Many people associate zinc only with immunity or hair and nails, but in reality, it plays a crucial role in activating vitamin A, ensuring your eyes see clearly in both daylight and darkness. In older adults, zinc deficiency creeps in quietly. Signs include declining night vision, difficulty distinguishing details in dim light, slow wound healing, and even a reduced sense of taste and appetite. Without enough zinc, even if you eat plenty of vitamin A, your body can't fully switch it on to feed the retina. Over time, this raises the risk of macular degeneration and makes it harder to adapt when moving between light and dark, leading to stumbles and falls at night. Luckily, zinc is abundant in everyday foods. A handful of roasted pumpkin seeds, a serving of grilled lamb, or seafood like oysters all provide rich natural sources. For seniors, just 20 to 30 grams of pumpkin seeds or 2 to 3 servings of zinc-rich seafood each week are enough to maintain healthy levels. Lean red meat is also a reasonable substitute for those who don't enjoy seafood. But more isn't always better. Too much zinc from supplements can cause nausea, digestive upset, and even interfere with copper and iron balance in the body. That's why people with kidney or liver disease, or those taking antibiotics, should check with their doctor before using high-dose zinc. The takeaway: every time you snack on pumpkin seeds or enjoy fresh seafood, you're not just eating well, you're handing your eyes another key to keep the light of vision burning strong through the years. A rest stop for your eyes. Just like your heart or your legs, your eyes need breaks to recover. One of the simplest yet most effective techniques is palming, covering your eyes gently with your warm palms while practicing slow, deep breathing. It may sound too simple, but its benefits often surprise people. Imagine this: after a long evening of reading or watching TV, your eyes feel heavy and strained. Instead of reaching for eye drops again, you rub your palms together until they're warm. Then gently cup them over your closed eyes, no pressure, just enough to block out the light. Instantly, your eyes are wrapped in soothing darkness, and the tension begins to melt away. The magic here isn't just the darkness, it's also the warmth from your hands. That gentle heat improves blood flow around the eyes, relaxes the eye muscles, and encourages natural tear production. When paired with slow, steady breathing, your parasympathetic nervous system, the body's relaxation system, switches on. Your heartbeat slows, your whole body softens, and your eyes breathe along with you. For older adults, stress often builds up, silently worries about health, restless sleep, or just daily fatigue. Palming helps release that pressure in just a few minutes. You can do it any time, after reading the newspaper, before bedtime, or whenever your eyes feel dry, blurry, or strained. Just 3 to 5 minutes at a time, a few times a day, can leave your eyes refreshed and lighter. Best of all, it's completely natural, free, and anyone can do it right away. The takeaway: every time you place your warm palms over your eyes, you're not only resting your vision, you're gifting yourself a few precious moments of peace in the rhythm of aging. Blinking seems like such a simple reflex that we barely notice it. But for your eyes, each blink is like wiping away dust and spreading a fresh layer of natural moisture. In modern life, hours of TV, scrolling on a phone, or reading intently, we blink far less than we should. The result? Dry, burning, blurry eyes that become more vulnerable over time. Many older adults assume dry eyes are just a minor nuisance. In reality, it's your eyes calling for help. Without enough natural lubrication, the cornea becomes more prone to scratches, the retina feels strained, and concentration slips. Have you ever noticed your vision worsens when you're tired or anxious? Often, it's simply because you forgot to blink. The solution is surprisingly simple. Practice conscious blinking. Once every hour, close your eyes for 2 seconds, squeeze the eyelids gently, then open them again. This helps tears spread evenly, keeping the eye surface smooth and hydrated. It also activates a special heart-eye reflex that calms the nervous system, steadies the heartbeat, and strengthens the tiny eye muscles that focus the lens. With just a few sessions each day, you'll notice the difference. Less gritty discomfort, sharper images, and even a calmer mind. It's not a strenuous exercise. It's more like a gentle reminder that your eyes deserve care, just like your heart or your legs. The takeaway: every mindful blink is a drop of refreshment for your retina, keeping your vision clearer and brighter even as the years pass by. Just like leg muscles weaken if we don't walk enough, the tiny muscles that move the eyes also lose strength if they only stare in one direction. Many older adults spend long hours reading the newspaper, watching TV, or looking at a small screen. Their eyes mostly shift within a narrow range, and over time, the eye muscles lose their natural flexibility. Think of your eyes like a compass. If the needle sits still too long without moving, it stiffens and becomes less accurate. Eye muscles behave the same way without regular training. Focusing gets harder. Quick shifts in direction blur your vision, and sometimes even dizziness sets in. The eye movement drill is simple. Keep your head still and slowly move your eyes up and down, then side to side. Next, move diagonally, and finally roll them in circles. The key is slow, steady movement, not darting too quickly. Each controlled motion works like gym training for your eye muscles and brain, boosting blood flow and coordination. Older adults can start with just a few repetitions in each direction, only 2 and 3 minutes a day. If the eyes feel tired, take a break. Your vision needs time to adjust. With steady practice, you'll notice your eyes can sustain focus longer. Reading feels less tiring, and shifting between near and far distances becomes smoother. The takeaway: when you guide your eyes to move in multiple directions, you're keeping those small muscles supple, just like walking keeps your legs strong. A small habit with lasting strength for vision in later years. One of the most frustrating changes for older adults is the loss of focus flexibility. You can read a newspaper up close, but struggle to see a street sign, or the opposite. This happens because the lens and focusing muscles of the eye become less elastic with age. Think of the eye's lens as a camera lens. In youth, it's soft and flexible, easily shifting shape to focus at any distance. With age, it stiffens like an old lens with a jammed focus ring. The result: slower, weaker transitions between near and far vision. The near-far focus drill is like exercise for the lens. Hold your thumb or a small object about 10 to 12 inches in front of you. Focus on it for a few seconds, then shift your gaze to something far away, at least 20 feet, ideally outside through a window. Hold the distant view for a few seconds, then bring your focus back to your thumb. Repeat for 2 or 3 minutes. Each cycle makes the focusing muscles contract and relax, training the lens to regain some of its lost flexibility. Over time, you'll notice reading, and then looking up across the room feels easier, with less blur and less lag. Seniors can safely practice this drill once or twice daily, preferably in the morning and afternoon. No need to strain. Gentle, consistent effort is enough. However, those with retinal conditions or a history of eye surgery should consult their doctor before making it routine. The takeaway: every time you shift your gaze from your thumb to the horizon, you're giving your inner camera lens a stretch, helping your vision stay agile and responsive, even as the years go by. Have you ever spent hours reading the newspaper only to notice your eyes burning, with the words starting to dance on the page? Or watched TV late into the evening and felt your eyelids grow heavy? That's not just ordinary fatigue. It's your eyes signaling they're overworked. Every time we focus on near tasks for long periods, like reading, sewing, doing crossword puzzles, or scrolling on a phone, the eye muscles are forced to stay contracted to keep things in focus. It's like holding a heavy weight without putting it down. Sooner or later, the muscles give out. And when the eyes tire, your vision blurs, and even your mind feels drained. The 20-20-20 rule is a simple but powerful reset. Every 20 minutes of close work, look away from the page or screen and focus on something at least 20 feet away for 20 seconds. It may sound short, but that pause is enough to relax the eye muscles, allow the lens to rest, and restore healthy blood flow. For seniors, this rule is especially valuable. Regular breaks reduce the risk of eye strain, dryness, and even help slow age-related vision decline. Keeping the habit also keeps the mind sharper, preventing early drowsiness while reading or watching a favorite show. You can remind yourself with a gentle timer, or use natural breaks like switching TV channels or getting up for a glass of water as your 20-second markers. Small but consistent, this habit saves your eyes from carrying the day's load non-stop. The takeaway: every time you give your eyes 20 seconds of rest after 20 minutes of work, you're restoring their resilience and endurance, so you can fully enjoy reading, watching the news, or seeing the faces of loved ones. Few people realize that stiff neck and shoulder muscles, a common problem in older adults, directly affect the eyes. When the neck and upper back are tense, blood vessels can become compressed, slowing the flow of blood and oxygen to the brain and eyes. The result? Blurred vision, dizziness, or even headaches when trying to focus. Picture yourself sitting in a chair, watching TV with your back slouched and your neck leaning forward. After an hour, not only does your back ache, but your vision feels heavy too. That's your body's way of telling you that your eyes and spine are teammates. When one is strained, the other suffers as well. A few simple movements can change this. Start by slowly turning your head side to side, as if someone called your name. Then tilt your head gently to the left, then to the right, stretching the side muscles of your neck. You can also tip your head forward and back, and roll your shoulders to release tension in the upper back. If you have a supportive chair or a foam roller, leaning back to open the chest and upper spine not only feels good, but also helps your lungs and circulation work better. Older adults should practice these movements daily, especially after long periods of sitting and reading or watching TV. Just 5 minutes can make your neck lighter, your breathing deeper, and your eyes less fatigued. For those with cervical spine issues or past injuries, move slowly and stop if there's any discomfort. The takeaway: every gentle neck turn or shoulder roll doesn't just relax your back, it also helps your eyes breathe easier, as fresh blood and oxygen flow freely to nourish the retina. You've probably realized that keeping your vision clear isn't just about getting a new pair of glasses every year. It's about how you nourish your body and care for your daily habits. Your eyes are an extension of your brain, your circulation, and your overall health. So every time you enjoy a bowl of leafy greens, a piece of salmon, a handful of blueberries, or some pumpkin seeds, you're not just eating for your body, you're feeding your retina and cornea directly. Simple practices like palming, conscious blinking, eye movement drills, or following the 20-20-20 rule may seem small, but consistency turns them into powerful tools. Just like walking or doing gentle stretching keeps the body agile, these exercises keep your eyes flexible and strong. And don't forget, when your neck and back are relaxed, blood flows more freely to your eyes, giving them the nourishment they need. Results may differ from person to person. Some may notice sharper vision and less dependence on glasses. Others may find their eyesight stays stable instead of worsening year by year. And for many, the main benefit is simply slowing the decline. But no matter the outcome, each step is a precious gain because you are taking active care of one of life's greatest treasures, your sight. Remember, your eyes don't require grand gestures. They thrive on small, steady care. Each day, when you give them a little nutrition, a little exercise, and a little rest, you're also giving yourself the gift of reading your favorite books, seeing the faces of your loved ones, and embracing the light of life. The takeaway: keeping your vision clear isn't a race against aging. It's a lifelong journey of patience, balance, and kindness toward your own body.